Alrighty, I am live for the first time in a long time. We'll see if anybody joins. That's okay, as always, if you don't, but I'm always happy to have people here. Oh, wow, we just had a $570 buy. So I'm going to post this in Discord so that people actually know that I'm live. Live for a few minutes, guys. I'm type around my cat right now. That's a nice buy. All right. Custom games modes. What's up, man? Yeah, it has been a long time. It has. Thank you for being here, man. Always here. I appreciate that. All right, let me switch lights. I don't like when that light is right behind me. I feel like it's blinding everybody. Turn that light off and turn this one. Turn that on. This one. Alrighty. So yeah, I just wanted to do a live. I don't know why. I'm even doing a live tonight. So, oh wow, man, happy birthday. Wow, 47. So that means your birthday is today, September 15th. Cool, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What's up, Neil? Thank you for being here, guys. Okay, September 9th. September 9th. Let me think. I don't know anybody who's got a birthday on September 9th. My son's brother is September 2nd, and my nephew is September 3rd. So nobody on the 9th. Cool, man. I don't know what kind of sign that makes you, but I'm sure it's good, whatever it is. So I, as usual, have nothing planned for this. I just wanted to come live and talk to you guys and tell you that the Prisma Bot has started trading. Because we've all been waiting, anticipating it. I'll be darned. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? I'm the youngin' here. I'm only 40. So, yeah, you guys are, well, Custom Games Mode is almost exactly 7 years older than me. So, the Prisma Bot has begun live trading with the funds from the NFT sales. And it's going to be a slow ramping up process. For now, they're not using very much at all. I think they're not even, I think it's like $1,000 or something that they're trading right now. Just testing it to make sure everything goes well. I'll have to do another live with Moon God. I'll probably do it in our Discord and record it and post it here on the YouTube channel as well, so that you guys who are more into like in tune with the YouTube channel, you guys will see it too, so that Moon God can explain it. And I'll go into his Discord and I'll read what he wrote, because like the stuff that him and Callie talk about with regards to this bot is above my mental ability. So I'll just read what they wrote. Retire by 50, hopefully. Hell yeah, buddy. Man, in a few years, it's going to be exciting to see what this bot is doing. I know Moon God is a very realistic. He's a person that is never trying to give anybody hopium. He's not negative, but at the same time, he's just very realistic in his expectations. He expects things to not go great, but that's a good thing because he prepares for that stuff. He's not assuming that this bot is going to be doing 50% a month. He's not assuming anything crazy like that. He has very realistic expectations. And at the same time, all the stuff that they're putting into this bot, it could very well do better than his expectations. But I will read you guys what those expectations are. But suffice to say, the bot has begun trading, started today, and it is going to be a slow ramping up process while they are testing to make sure everything goes well, so that they're not risking any of our funds. And I think Moon God said it might take as much as 6 to 8 weeks to get through this testing period, and slowly they'll be increasing the amount of the funds in the bot during that period. And by the way, guys, am I glitchy at all? You guys, can you guys hear me all right? Like the video and the sound and stuff? Because I hate it when it's glitchy. I cannot tell. What's up, Mega Warzone? Is sound and video sounding good, guys? I just want to make sure, because cool. Thank you, brother. I hate whenever I always watch the replay, and I hate it when it's all glitchy. I'm like, man, that's hard to hear. We haven't really been having any very many team discussions with Moon God and Calais. What's up, my brother? My brother from the same mother. I want you all to know that me and my brother Francois's recent Warcraft 3 whatchamacallit. I'm at a loss of words here. It was so demoralizing. I'm completely at a loss of words here. Our performance the last time we played Warcraft 3 was nothing short of pathetic. It was tragedy. Tragedy is putting it lightly. It was like I mean, I could have had my cat like play around with my key, like with my computer's mouse, and would have had a similar result. Yeah. So it was terrible. It was just, I mean, our heart wasn't in it, for sure. For sure. All right. That's the thing about Warcraft 3 though. When you play it, if your heart isn't in it, forget it. You're done. You're done. That game is ruthless. So let me the thing that I brought up in the Prisma Discord, we didn't want it, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Warcraft 3 knows when you want it and when you don't. Like if you're not for real, it's gonna stomp you. You can't go in there unless you really believe in yourself and you really want it, you know? Anyways. People probably have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. Warcraft 3 is a strategy game that you play on a computer. It's a 20-year-old game that me and my brother absolutely love to play. We literally play it a couple times a week together because you can do multiplayer, and yeah. It's me and him against the computer, and the computer stomps us. 99 times out of 100, the computer absolutely stomps us. It's very 23-year-old game. There you go. It's very humbling. I don't know if we need any humbling. I think both of us are pretty humble guys, but if we need any humbling, it gives it to us. All right. Now that I've gone on about Warcraft 3 for about 5 minutes, I was actually looking up stuff on the Prisma Discord to tell you guys. So Tiki brought up something. He said, could a person choose to reinvest their money from these NFTs instead of taking payments? Because at the end of year 2, when the payments start getting airdropped, he was asking, could individual NFT holders choose to not take that airdrop and instead have it reinvested into the bot? And Moon God could obviously answer this better than me, but from discussions that I have had with Moon God and the team, Lucky and Yanni and whatnot, I believe that it would have to be everybody that makes that decision. We could not do it just one NFT here and there and like the majority taking profits and just 10 or 15 reinvesting, because that would be a nightmare for Moon God and Calais in doing the math and whatnot and trying to figure out how much, those people that reinvested, how much they would get. I think it'd be a nightmare. So I think it would have to be all or none. Everybody would have to agree to it or nobody. Now, the one thing that I thought of, and I got this from a conversation that I had, yeah, exactly, Mega Warzone. Sorry to completely digress. Mega Warzone is commenting on strategy games, which are one of my favorite topics. Yeah, Red Alert 2 and StarCraft. I actually played those games, but I never got into them as much as Warcraft 3. They just, I don't know. Red Alert 2 was pretty cool because that's more like World War II, isn't it? I haven't played that game in decades, but last I remember, I think that's more like World War II. StarCraft, I didn't get into. It was too sci-fi for me. I mean, granted, I guess Warcraft is kind of it's fantasy, which is weird. You can be totally into fantasy and not into sci-fi. Anyways, um, what was I doing? What was I talking about? Tiki. Yes, the way around it. The way around it is that. What's up? What's up, Keith? You are. Dang it! It's been so long. I can't remember your Discord name. What's your Discord name? I know it starts with a K. I know it starts with a K. I haven't lost my train of thought. Don't worry. I'll get back to it. Captain Crunch. That's right. Captain Crunch. All right. I felt bad for a second. I was like, what? I can't remember his name. So, yes, the way around that, and this is, I get this from discussions I've had with Moon God and the team. The way around that would be if you wanted to reinvest your first year's airdrop and ensuing airdrops after that is the Prisma bot can have sub accounts that use the same bot and have the same bot performance because it's the same bot that's doing the trades, and it can have sub accounts. And I don't think Moon God said that there's any limit to the amount of sub accounts that there can be. What that means is we can put out other NFTs. We can put out like the Prisma token and the Prisma One NFT are both using the same bot. So the Prisma token is the main account that the bot takes care of, and the Prisma One NFT is a sub account. We can have as many sub accounts as we want. So my suggestion to Tiki was, and Lucky has suggested this as well. So this is not my original idea. Lucky actually thought of this. Is at the 2-year mark, we can have a new NFT that we put out that you just can reinvest your profits from year 2 into that NFT. Whatever those profits are, we can just invest those profits into that NFT if you choose to get one. If you choose to get an NFT, and that can become that can be the in essence the same thing as having reinvested your money. It'll just be in a separate NFT, and that way it'll be easier for the team to keep things separate and to know exactly how much to pay out to people. I don't know exactly how that'll work out. I have not talked about that to the team, with the team or anything. That was a thought I had. If you wanted to reinvest your money in years 2 and 3 and 4, we would just put out separate NFTs for that. Which Lucky, his idea, I don't want to give away his idea because it's totally his idea. So I'll let him talk about it whenever he wants to. But he had thought of something similar to that. He had a cool name for it and everything. But I'll let him break that to you. So let me see. And then someone else was saying, well, what if at year 2, when you get that airdrop in USDC or whatever stable coin they choose to airdrop it to you, what if you just invest that money in the Prisma token? It's the same thing as reinvesting, isn't it? And I just brought up the point. It's similar, except it's similar in that it uses the same bot trading, blue chips and whatnot. But it's different in that it only compounds for 1 month at a time instead of 1 year at a time, and then year over year over year, like the Prisma One NFT does. So the Prisma token is going to be paying you out monthly. So that means you're looking at, over the long term, over a period of years, you're looking at far less in rewards, but it is more regular. It's monthly rather than yearly. So that's an option if you want to do that. Obviously, keep all your money in the Prisma ecosystem. I definitely, I would definitely recommend it because they're good guys. We trust them completely. So that is another option, but it would be different. It would be like monthly payouts rather than yearly. Here's something the Moon God wrote in the Prisma Discord. He said, bot trading started yesterday and it's completed its first trade without issue. We're still going to continue to monitor and make some slight adjustments as we have the bot ramp up. Currently sitting out 2 out of 2 for wins. So it's done 2 trades and both of those trades were profitable. So that's cool. Blacksmith Forge said, happy NFT birthday. So we could say that September 15th is the birthday of the Prisma's live trading. Although it's not trading all the money yet, so I mean I don't know if it really counts towards the first year just yet. And for that, the Prisma bot, the Discord bot actually gave him a warning for using all capital letters, which I thought was pretty funny. So Crypto Gale, what's up, El Neni? Crypto Gale asked, are we looking at reducing the time it takes to reach stage 3? Is this a possibility? And Moon God gave a very thorough answer. Yeah, MAGA. Moon God gave a very thorough answer. He said, I see 5 possible scenarios. He said the perfect case, scenario 1, perfect case, we cut down the time frame to roughly 3 years. This means we land every trade perfectly with 100% uptime and 0 misses. Odds of this are astronomically slim. Like I told you, he's very realistic. But it's a good thing. You don't want, you want you want a finance guy like him running something like this, and he is a finance guy. The second possible scenario is a reasonable best case. We cut off 2 years possible, but we need to have some pretty monster months/years. Which, I mean, if the bull run is coming in the next like 1 to 2 years, which I think that's when it's supposed to happen, that's what will happen. When the bull run comes, this bot is gonna clean up. It is gonna freaking kill it. Scenario 3 is slightly better case. The bot has much more normalized in terms of its general percentage returns between 8 to 12%. This means that instead of bad months being at like 4%, they should be closer to 8%. This should hopefully result in closer to 0.5 to 1 year being cut off. Scenario 4 is the current case. Profits remain about the same, and we're still looking at like 6 years, which is hard to think that's a bad thing. And scenario 5 is the worst case scenario. The market doesn't react kindly to inflation, and it might take slightly longer as people take on more debt and we face just a general market downturn. Even with Bitcoin having, if there isn't spare funds for people to invest, it might take longer to see a upward trend. So as you can see, Moon God is taking a very holistic approach. He's looking at the markets. They take a lot of things into consideration, him and Calais. And Sanjay, I think that's the other guy's name, as they're working on this stuff. So let's see what else he wrote here. Just to give you, he wrote like what they look at. Mr. Yan asked, what will Discord yield dispersion bot tell us? And Moon God said, just our Prisma bot. Don't know if we'll have it say anything, but we're planning on setting up a wallet checker on the website to check for the NFT when you connect your wallet, and then you can see the bot returns trades. So he's just saying that if you want to see like the daily returns from the bot, that will be on the website. He doesn't think it'll be like a Discord bot that you can look at, but on the website, every 2 or 3 days, it'll show what the bot is doing. That will come a little later when they get that website set up. Let me see. So Moon got an answer in Blacksmith Forge about having that Prisma bot. He said, I can't give a time frame for that right away, but we definitely will keep you guys in the loop. Fortunately, between Calais and Sanjay, I'm sure we'll have some amazing visuals very similar to what we already have on our website. So I guess they will have the bot in the Discord and the website. So Moon God is responding to Crypto Gale about something. He says, unfortunately, I don't get to just look at one of those and say, because Crypto Gale was asking which scenario do you think is most likely. And Moon God says, I don't get to just look at one of those and say, this is it. This is the one I think will be. I think it will be. I actually am working on the expectation that the world is going to effectively burn down in the next 2 years due to inflation, rising cost of living, and unfriendly cryptocurrency governments. So as you can see, he is dealing in worst case scenario stuff here, which is not a bad thing. That's part of the reason why with Prisma, I never actually built on a model that ran on, he's talking about the Prisma token right here. he says that's part of the reason why with Prisma, I never actually built a model that ran on 100,000 a day in volume from day one. I looked at the market and said, what's the worst case scenario I can think of, decided $0 to $1,500 in volume a day was the absolute worst thing. And then we built everything else from there. So for me, I always start at the worst case scenario as what will happen. So as you can see, he thinks of everything. And then, then he's answering someone else. He says the Prisma token will use the same bot as the NFT, but it will also allow for a lot of other functions. Then we have the vaults as well. So, which is also going to give utility to one token, by the way. There will be a one token vault. So that'll be really cool. So Crypto Gale is saying, you also mentioned normalized gains 8 to 12% is normal. Does this mean that the 16.7% the bot performed previously was an exception? Moon God says, what I'm saying is that the prior bot had swings between 4.8% and 16.7%, which the only reason it did 4.8%, because Moon God is being modest here. The only reason it did 4.8% in that second month is because the bot was down literally for 12 days of that 30 days in that month. If it had done all 30 days and kept compounding, then that 4.8% might have been more like 10 or 12%, if not 15%. I mean, it only had 18 days to compound, and then they took the bot down to they took it offline to work on it, to calibrate and whatnot. So that 4.8%, he's being modest there. And he says we've brought that more in range of 8 to 12%, which is actually better long term for consistent yield. That doesn't mean we will no longer have months where we do 15 to 16%. Just means we shouldn't have such drastic swings month over month, which I don't think we will anyways if the bot is working, every day. And with these calibrations that Calais made to the bot, it shouldn't have hardly any downtime because they can back test now in seconds when before it used to take a lot longer. I don't know how long, but like it's going to be able to back test really quickly. So it shouldn't have hardly any downtime at all. Although that's just Oliver speaking. I think that's right though. Moon God says, so like an example of the old bot could do the following: month 1, 16.7%, month 2, 4.8%. Like I said, that was just a partial month, so it would have probably been like 12%, I think. New bot could do month 1, 14%, month 2, 7.8%. It just means we're trying to bring the volatility of our wins into a much more narrowed scope. So let's see. Just reading more of the stuff. All right, Binks, if you don't want to be in my lap, then get out of here. No, don't walk on my keyboard. Now he wants to just lay on my keyboard. Oh. I just knocked into my mic. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. All right. Let's see. So, New York City Greek Tycoon says, under the worst case scenario, you mentioned an overall down market due to adverse macroeconomic conditions. Why would that necessarily be considered a downside if the bot takes on both long and short positions? That's a good question. Moon God says, as less money comes into crypto, it lowers the amount of total assets that are being traded at a given point in time, which means even if we're winning, we eventually move the market. Fake numbers for fun. Assume we go from 500 billion in traded volume in a day to 100 billion in traded volume per day. In crypto, this means overall the market cannot handle and withstand the same price movements trading volume it was doing prior, as the liquidity has been extracted out of the market due to people having to pay rent or food or bills. This means overall the money the bot can make gets reduced as well, since we can only take full advantage if our position trades get filled 100%. So early on, when we're effectively trading peanuts, it won't matter too much, but it will also mean that as a market downturn happens, we could see slightly slimmer months if that liquidity takes a massive hit. There's a lot more to it than that because it involves tracking macroeconomics. Like I said, they look at everything, as well as governmental changes and news within the market. But that's a very, very, very slimmed up version of why we didn't just throw some DCA bot together and call it a day. A lot, and I mean a lot of long-term forethought went into this. And another thing, once again, Moon God is being modest, I think, because he was thinking that it would take a while for this bot to start trading uh, like a lot, like in the millions, and Yanni told him of something he had seen. He said actually it happens really quickly. So these are just very realistic projections from Moon God, and very likely we will do much better than this. I just want to throw that out there. So, but still, this would be great. 8 to 12% monthly compounding would still be tremendous. So let me see. Liquidity levels. So yeah, they went over like liquidity levels, in getting this bot calibrated and whatnot. And then someone says, are you going to be giving us daily or every other day updates on how the bot is doing? And Moon God said, not daily, might do weekly, bi-weekly until we get the website up, connection set up. Once that connection is set up, it will be run on roughly a 2 to 3 day daily. Let me see. Can you give us the details on the first live trade? Was it ETH? How much did you put in? What percentage did you get back? Hopefully the first of many to come. And Moon God answers, it was ETH. Mind you, it was 2 fairly small trades, so I think it was like only a few dollars in returns. I don't even know if that was all of the trades either. It was just our first trades going through, meaning we could have done like 5 to 10 trades on the day or something. This was just first 2 going through. The total amount that will be available would be like $1,000 or $2,000, so it's not a lot. We will only be trading on either Ethereum or Bitcoin. We're testing some other coins, but nothing that's really been good in terms of results. Like XRP would love to maybe take advantage of some stuff there or with other tokens, but the volatility on it is insane, which volatility is good. That's a good thing. Like we could never try to trade Dogecoin with Elon having the funsies he has with that. It very much so might not end well to try and trade it. So we'll get. I'll do a Discord live with Moon God and get him to elaborate on some of this stuff. Because all right, guys. Well, I am. I think I'm done for now. I'm gonna have my lunch. Thank you guys for being here and watching. I appreciate you guys, and I just wanted to bring the good news that the bot has started trading, and that good things are coming. Good things are coming. So I will catch you guys hopefully later tonight. I'm going to do an AMA with Ready Set Go Token, who's that's Stay High's project, and just want to help him out because I think he's an honest, good guy, and he's got 2 good guys with him. He's got Wise Choice Money and TK from our Discord as well. As part of his team. So I'm going to be doing that 8 p.m. tonight if you want to check that out. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll do another one of these soon.